In the 2016 presidential election, there have been four main candidates who have each used various methods of campaigning. The most popular of these methods are attack ads. Some candidates find it useful and others choose not to participate. The four main candidates we are choosing to focus on are Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Ted Cruz, and Bernie Sanders. These are some of the popular attack ads that have been used throughout this election.
He says we should punish women who have abortions.
There has to be some form of punishment.
That Mexicans who come to America are rapists.
They're rapists.
And that we should ban Muslims from coming here at all.
Total and complete shutdown.
Donald Trump says we can solve America's problems by turning against each other. It's wrong, and it goes against everything New York and America stand for.
With so much at stake, she's the one tough enough to stop Trump. Hillary Clinton.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this.
Make America great again and build that wall. You know, if Ivanka wasn't my daughter, I'd probably be dating.
One of the Wall Street banks that triggered the financial meltdown, Goldman Sachs, just settled with authorities for their part in the crisis that put 7 million out of work and millions out of their homes. How does Wall Street get away with it? Millions in campaign contributions and speaking fees. Our economy works for Wall Street because it's rigged by Wall Street. And that's the problem. As long as Washington is bought and paid for, we can't build an economy that works for people.
I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this
You're a
message.
liar. You said you don't attack people, and you attacked me. You're a liar.
American people can't afford to wait for ideas that sound good on paper, but will never make it in the real world. The grandmother who has to choose between paying for medicine and paying rent can't wait. The single mom who desperately needs a raise can't wait. The student with a mountain of debt can't wait. We can make real progress right now.
I'm caucusing.
I'm caucusing.
I'm caucusing for Hillary Clinton.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
The socialist, for God's sakes.
Education, free health care, free everything.
Look, I got the Trump action figure. No, wait, it's huge. What does he do? He pretends to be a Republican. I like bailouts for the banks. Too big to fail. I gave money to Pelosi, Reid, and Anthony Weiner. Hey, Hillary, I'll give you money to be my friend. Check out my house, Mr. Trump. That's a lousy house. I'm gonna take your house with eminent domain and park my limos there. Eminent domain!
We wouldn't tolerate these values in our children. Why would we want them in a president?
Hello everyone, I'm Ted Cruz. I'm running the presidential election. You probably don't know that though, I'm a nobody.
Hey everyone, it's Lion Ted.
I ain't no lying Ted. Trump's a racist, he's a sexist, he ain't no president.
Yes, I think the information is accurate, but I also believe that they are bending the truth so that you will vote their way.
Okay, so based off the ads I just seen, honestly, I would have to say that I feel like some of the information was accurate and some wasn't. I feel like they did a lot of exaggerating because it is a commercial, so they have to sustain the entertainment for the viewer.
No, because it portrays the candidate in a negative and false light.
I think it's false advertisement, and I think the candidates exaggerate to make themselves look better.
I believe that some of the information is accurate, like some of the facts about Donald Trump and some of the quotations they have on each other, but I do believe they are kind of twisting words and making something that could be taken as something very simple and not meaning to be harmful and turning it into something that makes the other candidate look evil or deceiving.
No, because I already know who I'm going to vote for, and I believe that the candidates will do anything to make their competitors look bad.
Secondly, do I feel like it would change my opinion about Trump or any candidates in the campaign? And honestly, it wasn't really do anything in terms of who I'm gonna pick for, because I feel like it's unhealthy for me to change my direction on who I was gonna pick based off of just a commercial. And
no, because the ads can be inaccurate or unreliable.
No, it doesn't make me change my perspective because I think it makes each other look just as bad when they're trashing each other.
It can change my perspective on who I would vote for. For instance, if all the attack ads were on Donald Trump and the bad things that he says, then obviously my decision would be swayed upon him being a bad person, considering everyone hates him and he has a bunch of horrible things to be said about him. So, yeah.
No, because I think you already have your mind set, but I do think it is an entertaining way to get people's attention. I also believe that it makes the candidates look bad when they slander each other.
Last but not least, I feel like attack ads can be very helpful if you know how to do it strategically. So don't be too like negative to where it's like totally disrespectful to whoever your opponent is. Just do it in a strategic way that makes sense, kind of like a friendly type of thing, if that makes sense.
It could be seen as effective, but it's not the right or ethical way to run a campaign.
I don't think it's an efficient way of campaigning because they should be mature adults if they're going to represent our country.
Yes, I believe attack ads are an efficient way of campaigning, because if Hillary Clinton was giving all her attack ads to Bernie Sanders, but Bernie Sanders, since he doesn't do attack ads, Hillary Clinton had none on her, it would kind of make her look like a better all-around person because there's nothing to be bad to be said about her. So I believe if you are a candidate that you kind of do have to adjust and make these ads because it is kind of part of the election.
We interviewed University of Kentucky students to get young voters' reactions towards these attack ads. The purpose of our documentary is to educate people on attack ads, how and why they are used, and what the impacts are on voters. We hope to interview people based on their reaction to popular attack ads and analyze how the ad might have changed their perspectives on the election, while also educating them on the unrealistic or realistic ads and how they are primarily designed to have a large impact on the voters' decisions.
We interviewed a diverse group of students to get a better understanding of the opinions of people from different backgrounds. Our goal is to highlight the candidates' purpose for these attack ads. They can be full of twisted words and/or lies about the opposing candidates, and to see if the voters have enough background information on the candidates to tell whether it is true or not.